Hi, I'm Nick from Tabletop Duo, and today we'll learn how to play Monopoly Grab and Go. Setup. Give each player the following amount of Monopoly money. Each player chooses a token and places it on the go space. And now you're ready to learn how to play. Your goal is to make all the other players go bankrupt. Each player rolls 2 dice. The highest roller starts. On your turn, roll both dice and move your token clockwise that number of spaces, then play goes to the next player in clockwise order. If you roll a double, you get to roll the dice again and take another turn. Note that if you roll a double 3 times in a row, you don't gain another turn. Move your pawn to the jail space. We'll talk about the jail later. If you land on a street, railroad or utilities space, check if that property has an owner. If it's unowned, you must buy or auction it. To buy, pay the price on the board space and take the title deed card from the bank. If you don't want to buy it, the bank must auction it. Bidding starts at 10 money and anyone can participate in any order with as little as 1 money. The bidding ends when no player is willing to increase the bid. Then, the highest bidder pays the bank. Note that if no one bids, the deed stays in the bank. If you land on an owned property, then the following happens. If it's a street, pay the rent shown on the street's title deed card to its owner. If the owner has each street of a color set or has houses or a hotel, the values are different. For railroad, pay the rent based on how many of them the owner has. And if it's a utility, roll the dice to determine the rent value. If you pass or land on the go space, collect 200 money from the bank. If you land on a chance or community chest, roll all the dice and read the corresponding number. If you land on the income or luxury tax spaces, pay the amount shown on the space to the bank. If you land on a free parking or the free jail space without being sent to jail, you're just visiting, nothing happens. And if you land on the go to jail, move your token to the in jail space. When in jail, you can still collect rent, bid, buy houses and hotels, mortgage and trade. To leave jail, you have 3 options at the start of your next turn. Pay 50 money, then roll the dice and move as normal, use a get out of jail free card, or try to roll a double. If you succeed, use the roll to move and that's the end of your turn. If you fail, you have to wait for the next turn. And you can use up to 3 turns to try a double. Past that, pay 50 money and use the last roll to move. As soon as you get a color set, you can buy houses and eventually a hotel to increase the rent. You don't have to wait for your turn, but you must build them evenly. You cannot build a second house on a street until you have built one on each street of the same color set. You can have up to 4 houses on a street. Once you have 4 houses on all streets of a color set, you can pay to upgrade the houses into a hotel. Pay the cost on the title deed card, return all 4 houses and place the hotel on the street. You can only have 1 hotel per street and you can't add any more houses. Note that you cannot build a hotel on a street if any street of its color set is mortgaged. If you owe another player or the bank and you cannot pay, you can try to raise money. Hotels or houses can be sold to the bank for half the cost price. If you sell a hotel, place 4 houses. Note that you must sell them evenly. Example, if you have 2 hotels on streets of the same color and you sell one, you cannot sell the houses in it until you sell the other hotel. You can also mortgage a property, but you must first sell all buildings in its color set to the bank. To mortgage, turn the title deed card face down and collect from the bank the mortgage value on the back of the card. Rent cannot be collected on properties that are mortgaged. Note that the increased rent on unmortgaged railroads, streets or utilities may be collected. To repay a mortgage, pay the mortgage value plus 10%. You can also buy, sell or swap properties with other players at any time. Mortgaged properties can be traded, but the new owner must repay the mortgage or keep the mortgage but pay 10% of the value now. To keep the game short, never loan money. When a player is bankrupt, they leave the game. When there is only 1 person left, that player wins the game. And that's how you play Monopoly Grab and Go. I hope you liked the tutorial. If so, hit the like button and subscribe to receive our latest how to play video updates. See you next time!